We had a show in New York one time, and it was active and shit. It was called Drill Nation and shit. Shout out KR, like 41 and all them. But other than that, they don't really be wanting us to do calls out there. It's crazy because I was just telling Ray Bull, I was just telling Ray earlier, like, we need to do a concert in New York. I literally just said that. Like,
what? But
they don't really let us do it though.
Why is that? Is that because
they feel like they just for me they don't know what's gonna happen. They feel like.
Woo! All right, everybody, it's your boy Maiwan here at Dash Radio. Today we got Bronx in the building.
Hell yeah, we outside, man. Kenzo Balla, man. Mr. Ready to Blitz himself. You know what's up, man.
Man, I know what. Look, I came in today with high energy, like higher than normal, because bro, Mr. Ready to Blitz that project, and I went through the deluxe. So I went through, you got like 15 to 20 just slaps on that motherfucker. Like really, and the energy started out up here and it never came down. I fuck with it heavy, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you dropped, if I'm correct, first of all, let me make sure everyone knows this is Benzo Balla Kenzo. I said facts. Benzo. I knew I was gonna fuck the name up. Kenzo Balla. Remember I told you I knew I was gonna
still match. You still go with it though.
Kenzo Balla, man. You dropped one of your first records in 2021 that went viral.
Yeah, that went viral. Yeah, that went viral.
Like over
I was dropping before that. Yeah, but
what was that called again? Fifth
to the Sav.
Fifth to the Sav, bro. Yeah. Went stupid viral, plays. And then what I'm super impressed by was within 1 year, you were able to give us a full body of work.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was planning. Like the whole time I was, even before I got signed or before anything, I was always planning to do a project regardless. So I was always working on body of work just to put together. So by the time I got really focused, I just add a little bit more and have it.
Yeah, man. It came out, and you had another thing I love is that I could tell you had your boys all over it. It was like you and your people.
Hell yeah.
You seem very like loyal to your people.
Hell yeah, man. For me and all my bros, all the guys, we all came up rapping together. For me, all from the same block. It's not like we all some brothers, all my brothers. So it's like we all rap together. It's like there's nothing to put them on the track. It's like because we be in the studio together anyway, so we gonna end up doing tracks together. For me, I always keep some by myself, but I'm always gonna have some shit with my mans on it, with the guys on it, regardless.
I think that's super dope because Jay-Z had a bar where he said, if everybody in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged, nobody could fall because everyone will be each other's crutches. And it's like you and your boys all put each other on and build each other up. That way, if one of y'all have a bad year, the rest of y'all are popping.
Still a couple of us out here still going. That's what we're trying to do right now. Hell yeah.
I love that, bro. I love that. In New York, man, I don't know. We said this earlier. I don't know. Excuse me, Diddy, but I don't know what the fuck Diddy was saying. New York got something in the air right now.
Hell yeah.
I feel like maybe during COVID, because y'all were locked down like a motherfucker. And then right after COVID, it was like y'all came outside screaming.
Hell yeah. We had to, I ain't gonna lie. During COVID, like, it changed a lot of shit in the city, though. Around COVID time, for me, a lot of shit got crazy and all that. But for me, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's like when COVID ended, it's like everybody just started, even during COVID too, everybody started going crazy. But like once COVID was towards the end of it, it was just like we had a whole like our movement for the Bronx Dream where it was like all the way at the top. It was just from there. Before that, was just building up. 2020, once it got 2021, it just started going crazy.
And you see it now, like in the music from everybody popping. This whole drill scene is taking over. I was telling you, I wasn't hip to it. I was asleep for way too long. And more recently, like throughout the second half of last year, you couldn't escape it. No matter where you turned, you heard the fast-paced drums and everything.
It's like it's to the point you can't really resist it now.
Absolutely. Now, if I'm correct, you signed with your brother, right?
Yeah.
Was that the type of thing where you guys were like, you're not going to sign either of us unless you sign us both, or they came to grab you both?
Nah, yeah. It was on something like it was like we wanted to do it with both of us, me and my brother, but they were interested in both of us anyway, so.
New York is dope like that. Like everybody, like when you're really tight with somebody, you really have each other's back. I always think back to like Bobby, like when Bobby, but he took like solid 4 years on the chin.
Nah, he took like 7.
It was 7 years.
Yeah, he took 7, so Rowdy could get 7 too. Yeah.
Wild. That's like something in the New York.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, that's New York. It's real people. It's fake people everywhere, but it's a lot of real people out there, real solid people. And Bobby one of them.
Because look, here in LA, we have a lot of different. I mean, the city's coming together now, but I feel like in the past we had a lot of people were against each other. Everyone's trying to come at each other's necks. And I know in New York, of course, there's some of that too. But y'all really like, especially you, bro. When I listen to Mr. Ready to Blitz, I hear the same. Like, or at least I see. If you look at the track list, it's the same team. Like y'all are really
right. Yeah, definitely.
In.
Same people all the time.
So I got to give you an album. I do this thing, Kenzo. I give every rapper an album from my CD collection. And today is the 20th anniversary of a great hip-hop album that I know you fuck with.
50 Cent.
I know you fuck
Get
with
Rich or
that. Get Rich or Die Trying, bro.
I already knew it.
I had to give this to you.
Bro. That's fire.
You you actually what was the record? Was it you flipped Wangsta on your album.
Yeah, on Talk Our Shit.
Talk Our Shit. Talk Our Shit.
Shout out to 50 Cent. He cleared that sample too.
He did?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, shout out to 50.
Yeah.
Man, 50 seems like he really fucks with New York artists. Like Pop, he like took Pop under his wing.
Hell yeah.
Shit, he cleared Talk Our Shit. I could have swore when I was listening to Evil Twin felt like a Wangsta flip too, or at least it had the same kind of.
It was like a different type of. It was like it felt like it's like that type of vibe with it. That type of vibe was on that beat too, but yeah, the Talk All Shit, that was Wangsta flip right there. Yeah. That was the sample.
Do you remember when that album came out?
I actually remember when it came out. I remember, like, for me, just like my parents and my mom, my dad, everybody playing it and shit. I remember the CD.
Yeah. You young, right?
Yeah, I'm still young.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
20s.
No, I'm in my 20s.
I think what's really dope is at that time, New York was like dominating, and then it went to Atlanta, came back around. 20 years later, New York, like everything I see online is that whole drill sound. You cannot escape it. But you specifically hit the drill music with some high energy, bro. You be screaming in the studio, right?
Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, my energy is different.
Like, does that come from growing up in the Bronx, or does that come from like the music you grew up listening to? Yeah,
that really comes from where I'm from. Like we just extra aggressive. Like we calm, cool and shit, but when it's time to get aggressive, we get real aggressive. And for me, when I get in the studio, it's just like take that shit out. And sometimes I be having fun with that shit. I throw that shit in the music. So like when you hear me say in the song, that's just me just throwing it. That's just regular shit that we do all day in the crib and shit. And we just throwing it in the music. So we just using it. Yeah.
I could tell, bro. One thing that I really respect about the New York drill scene is it seems real genuine. Like that's like when I watch the video, whether it's you or whether it's Ice Spice or anybody, you guys are out there really jumping. It's like 100 people in the street, and that's really what New York.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hell yeah, that's what it is.
So being a Bronx native, and now that you've kind of like you've popped off, your records are doing stupid numbers. Have you been doing shows out there in New York?
That's the only thing. That's one thing about New York. It's real hard to like get shows out there where you like a drill artist. They're like, cause like they don't really want us doing shows out there like that. We had a show out there. We had a show in New York one time, and it was active and shit. It was called Drill Nation and shit. Shout out KR, like 41 and all them. But other than that, they don't really be wanting us to do concerts out there. It's crazy because I was just telling Ray earlier, like, we need to do a concert in New York. I literally just said that. Like,
what?
But they don't really let us do it though.
Why is that? Is that because
they feel like they just for me they don't know what's gonna happen. They feel like the shit gonna be crazy, but it be stars coming out there and all that, stars doing shows out there and security, right? So y'all can get it right for a drill show.
Yeah, like Drake was just at
exactly. He was just at the Apollo. That's in Harlem, like that. Like that's in the trenches. Like it's not like that's not like Hollywood Boulevard. Apollo is 1 block away from the projects, like on each side. So it's like it's different. It's like, but they still let them go. But I guess drill's too much. But we trying to get it to the part where we could do shows like definitely in New York anywhere. For me.
Yeah, it should be. I feel like they're what's the right way to put it? They're like not doing justice by the people because the people are listening to drill. So
the fans, everybody in New York, all the fans in New York, they always want us to do shows in New York because they see like we be doing shows deep in Jersey or Rhode Island, Boston and stuff. Like sometimes people from New York can't make it to those concerts and stuff. For me, yeah, they like the original fans, like from where we from. So it's be hard for them to get out there, and it's like for me, but we just trying to make it to where we can have a show in New York for all our real fans, and have everybody that's really supporting New York come to New York.
Absolutely, bro. We got to get that done for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Because the energy that you have on Mr. Ready to Blitz, I can imagine mosh pits, like multiple mosh pits in the same crowd.
Hell yeah. I did a show recently in Jersey. That shit was crazy. We had a show. It was with all of us. Dougie B. I don't know if you heard of him. He's from New York, so you go crazy on the drill shit.
You had a mosh pit in that motherfucker,
it was the show was active. Hell yeah.
People got dragged out of the crowd, huh?
Everybody was jumping on each other, don't hit each other, going crazy though. But as far as like, I know like if we get the right show, we could start mosh pits and like get that shit real active. It's just that we don't really like, I don't know. They just don't let us really do a lot in New York unless you're like Rolling Loud or something like that.
Yeah, and even Rolling Loud, I remember 2 years back there was a fight between two artists, and then that shit fucked up our Rolling Loud in LA. They ended up not letting they did the same thing, where the cats who are local weren't allowed to even come to Rolling Loud, let alone do a set or anything like that. So they definitely got to figure that out, because your music and the drill music in general is made to be performed to me. It's so live, and the drums there's just shit's not stopping. You know what I mean?
It's like it's energy. It's like New York got that energy. It's always something that we got for me, especially from the Bronx. That's where a lot of shit started, like for hip hop. So it's like we just bringing it back and just taking it back over. We trying to get this shit like all the way worldwide for real. It's already worldwide. Drill is worldwide, but we try to really get this shit like real mainstream on the drill.
Yeah,
perspective.
It's gonna happen, bro. Somebody's gonna figure it out. Shout out to our people at Audible Treats, like
Hell
they work with
Audible
Rolling
Treats.
Loud.
Hell yeah.
Yo, y'all gotta figure this out.
Yeah,
Audible
they got it.
Treats.
Yeah, we gotta get to Rolling Loud, man.
You imagine how many tickets will be sold?
We gotta
if y'all
get to
could do a
Rolling
show
Loud.
with
Hell
like
yeah.
3 or 4 of y'all splitting the bill doing that show. You
Hell
would
yeah.
sell out 5 nights in a row.
Hell yeah.
Probably.
I'm trying to just take this shit to the top.
Yeah. Now, a couple of questions about you. How did you get the name Mr. Ready to Blitz?
Mr. Ready to Blitz. I ain't gonna lie. We just in the Bronx. We always be saying like always be saying Blitz. Like Blitz, be ready to like for me. I'll be ready to run down. Be ready to do whatever for me. Mr. Ready. And then we made a song called Ready to Blitz for me. That's another hit too. That shit almost had 3 million views, and that shit going crazy for me. Me, Ray, I'm gonna free my son Peter. All of my block, Mr. Ready to Blitz. That shit just went crazy, and like I just felt like that was just us for me, and that was just me. So I just put it as like I put my name as that.
I love that.
That's just
man.
how I feel.
It makes sense, because you like, I'm sure Blitz can be like defined in many ways.
Yeah, many ways.
But I feel like it fits with you guys because the energy just going and going and going. And shout out your boy Ray. We got Ray in the house too, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out, man. Y'all are really like tight knit. That's what's gonna do real well. It reminds me of the ASAP Mob. You remember when they came out?
Hell yeah, of course.
They were like all together.
All
like
together, always, yeah.
If you saw Ferg, you saw Yams. Rest in peace, Yams. You saw Rock. You saw Ills.
Hell yeah.
Do you remember? Because I know, you might. Because that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, hell
now.
yeah. I was still outside at that time.
Yeah?
I was outside. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. And this to me is like the closest, or this is the second coming of that shit, where it's like
new
a
generation.
whole scene,
Yeah.
whole city together. So projects out, you did the deluxe, and the one thing I'm super impressed with is you didn't miss on any song. You didn't get like too out of the pocket.
Right.
Everything was in that high energy.
Hell yeah, everybody said that.
And you could perform that album probably top to bottom.
Yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
It's all like has that same fast pace, meant to be played in front of people.
Definitely, that's why I'm trying to do a crazy show. Like I got something coming up real soon though.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be like the Balla extravaganza or something. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So as far as the music goes, have you started experimenting with other sounds besides drill?
Yeah, definitely. Even not even like a drill sound. Like my fans know I'll be experimenting like a calmer sound. It's not drill, but it's like it's different. It's just different. Like
okay.
When can I don't know how to really explain it.
When can we expect to hear Kenzo Balla on some more calm, as you said?
Oh yeah, for me, if you listen, I got like on the deluxe, I dropped 2 like calm shits on it late at night and Losing Control Part 2. So those 2 calm songs, like that's not about no drill music or nothing like that. But right now I got like all type shit, Jersey music, like calm music, like lit music, all types of music. Like that's not drill either. But I got drill still, of course. But these next few drops I'm about to drop is just gonna be different music.
Oh hell yeah! No, because I can hear it. Like you definitely sound like the type of cat that can ride different sounds.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, when I heard the project, there was never a time when I was listening to Mr. Ready to Blitz that I felt like, oh, what's that? Like that doesn't sound like everything else. It all fit like a
hell yeah.
like
all
a
come
movie.
together. It all comes together. Hell yeah.
Absolutely, man. So do you plan on continuing to drop album after album?
Hell yeah. I got another project coming either this month or next month.
Oh wait, whoa. Another project coming like in a month or two?
Yeah.
Bro, how are you how do you have another project ready already?
I'm not playing.
That
bro.
shit's still circulating.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
Damn, that's crazy. You work hard, man. How many songs would you say you do a day?
Like if I'm in the studio, like I'll be doing, I'll take a day off and go to the studio next time. So Monday I'll go to the studio, Tuesday I won't, Wednesday I'll go, Thursday I won't, Friday I won't, and then the whole weekend I'll go. Like sometimes be the whole weekend or it'll be just one. One day I go, one day I don't have to week.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be like when I'm really on it, I'll make like four songs, you know, out the 4 or 5 songs out the 6 days, 7 days.
Okay, and then how do you pick what songs are gonna be on the project? Do you pick by yourself or do you get your boys and y'all?
Yeah, I'll be pick most of the time. I'll pick it and I'll just bring it to my team and we'll go through it. And they'll be tell me if they want to add something. Shout out Buddy, shout out Nico from my manager in the A&R for 10K and all that. We go through something and we just feel me. We go through it together. Like most likely we always agree on the songs, but it's always something that we add to go through. Just for me, something that they gonna want on it, something that I'm gonna want. So we just go through it and put it together. Hell yeah.
And I was reading that you're very instrumental with the production. Like you be telling your producers like, yo, let's take that song, flip it.
Hell yeah, I always do that. Like
okay, so,
like I be trying to make it different, make it in my own way, like with the songs, like or samples or melodies or anything. I'll give it to the producer and tell him to do certain things with it.
That's fire, man. Do you ever plan on dabbling into production as well?
Hell yeah, I definitely want to like get more in tune with production and learning more about it because I be with a lot of producers. I fuck with a lot of producers. I be having a lot of producers on my shit. Shout out Frank Beach. Shout out for me, everybody, PJ Kids.
Hey.
A lot of producers that we fuck with.
Shout out y'all New York producers right now, because to me producers are always a backbone.
Elvis a fire New York producer. For me, Frank is from Boston. But we got fire producers. Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what I always wondered? This might be a weird question, but with the drill music, a lot of it takes records that we've heard, right? And you speed it up and you put some crazy fucking drums behind it. Do you like sometimes hear a song and you're like, oh, I'm gonna turn this into a drill joint?
All the time.
How do you know? Do you like hear it in your head, or is it a melody that you hear off the song?
It'll be off the melody, or if it'll be like the lyrics that they use, and I'll be like, I could use that lyric like from the song and like just switch it up and make it to a whole different vibe, but use the same concept that was from the original song. You feel me?
Okay. So it does hit in the moment. I was wondering if it was like producers are just trying to flip as much as they can, and you pick what beat you like, or if you're on the, you know, like in the car, like maybe you heard Wanksta, right? And you're like, da-na-na-na-na-na, and you're like, oh shit, we gotta put some drums behind it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you hear it while you're listening to the original song.
Yeah, hell yeah. But that, of course, that wasn't the fact with Wanksta, because Wanksta's like a song I've been doing. I just like, I want to do a sample, like a 50 Cent sample. So I was like, we were gonna be the Many Men sample or the Wanksta one. I ended up doing the Many Men sample too, but I never finished it. But I'm gonna try to finish that one. But that was the Wanksta one. I'm like, we gotta do that. It's like legendary. It's like New York. It feels like it's New York right there. Like real, like gritty New York shit.
Absolutely. And I know Pop did Many Men, so I think it fit. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
but I think it really fit that you did Wanksta.
Yeah, and Pop really took this drill shit to a whole another level. Like as far as getting us to the mainstream vibe, Pop Smoke, he played a big part in that.
Absolutely, bro. It's rare that you see an artist's music pop for so, no pun intended, but his music popped off for so long after he left.
He just had something. He just had something. I don't know.
Absolutely,
he's different,
man. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. You guys are carrying the torch. Like y'all, as a scene, you guys haven't let him down, and like he hasn't died in vain.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So
he'll be happy. You see right now what New York doing right now.
He's definitely watching over. He's up in New York right now, just doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Sturdy, gangsta.
So what do you got planned for the rest of 2023?
Man, consistency, of course. Consistency, keep dropping a lot of music. I'm trying to come out with like at least probably 2 to 3 projects this year, and just for me, just start working with more like mainstream artists, bigger artists, get bigger features, and expand more on my music. For me,
who are some of these mainstream artists you want to work with?
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with a lot of mainstream artists. Honestly, I listen to everybody, but for me, I'm trying to get even in tune. Even if I don't do songs with certain mainstream artists, just to like get in tune with them and get good relationships, that would be good enough for me.
Okay, well, I feel like you must have been maybe I'm crazy, but were you inspired by any like rock and roll, anything?
I ain't gonna lie, I just like rock and roll like beats. Like I used to just like rock and roll. Like here, like I wasn't really listening to it heavy, but like even when we play like the guitar game, Guitar Hero, or play like hearing certain shit, watching movies, Sting and everybody, like you just hear certain shit. I'm like, nah, them beats is different. And then I used to just always be like, it's something different. It's just some rage shit for me. But as I got older and I started rapping, I'm like, since we already got that energy, the rage energy, why we do it with some rock and roll shit?
Absolutely.
And it'll make sense for me.
I feel it. Like I feel like if Kenzo Balla wasn't a rapper, you would be a rock star just on stage, just screaming your fucking heart out on some like Linkin Park shit, just yelling, bro. When you're in the studio, do you like to have, I imagine, if I was a guest, you like to have all your homies there?
No,
because the energy is
the energy
high.
be different. It don't really matter who, if it's all the guys there or if it's me myself, the energy, I'm gonna keep the same energy. But when the guys there, the energy, of course, it just up. It just everything's just active. All the guys there, especially when y'all all making songs together and shit, or everybody just vibing. They bring the energy up in the stew, and sometimes it definitely help you. It makes you make better shit.
Absolutely, I think so. You feed off. You
feed off the guys. Yeah, hell yeah.
So you were out here. Was this the first time you were here for the Grammys weekend?
Yeah, first time for Grammys weekend, but this is my second time out here.
Okay, so what are some things that are different, New York versus LA, for you?
I ain't gonna lie, it's not really. It's certain things that's different, but it's like the same. Like we like the top cities, like in the United States, you see a lot of shit. Like we got the lit spots. Like we got 42nd, y'all got Hollywood Boulevard. Like, and then sometimes it's like you just gotta. For me, it's just a lot of nice spots out here, and for me, just like New York. But just out in New York, you can walk to the wrong spot, come to the wrong spot, you in the trenches now. So that's just how it is. That's the same shit that I know. That's the same like out here.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah, it's different though, but it's a lot of like, it's just different for us from New York, because a lot of shit that's out here, certain shit that's out here, we don't really got in New York.
Yeah, absolutely. And same with
it's
y'all.
certain shit that's out in New York, y'all don't got out.
We don't,
so that's why when people from LA be coming out, they be like, yo, I got different shit. We just be like, this shit regular. But when we come out here, we say the same shit. Y'all be like, this shit regular us.
But you know what, like,
it's always
we don't
something new
have
to see.
in LA at all? Bodegas.
Yeah, y'all don't got the bodegas.
I remember when A$AP Ferg dropped that record where he said, what did he say? He's like, don't know nothing at my bodega. He had a song early on. Where
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, I remember that was the first time I ever heard of a bodega. And I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about? And then Bia, like, I wear my, to the bodega. I wear all my jewelry to the bodega. Shout out Bia. But we don't have bodegas out here at all. And what we lose from that is the chopped cheese sandwich. Yeah. We got I can't find the chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese out here. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yup.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
I found that out the first time I got. I'm like, damn, they don't even. I know they don't got bodegas, but somebody got to make a chopped cheese. It's easy.
Nobody.
Just a chopped cheeseburger, like.
LA, just chop the fucking cheeseburger.
Just chop the meat, nigga.
Chop the meat and put it in a fucking hoagie roll.
Just chop the shit, right?
No, it just pissed me off for years. I had my first chopped cheese like 8 years ago, whatever it was. Yeah. I remember eating it and being like, what the fuck, LA? And still, we haven't got hip to that shit yet.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
If I wanted to walk and get a chopped cheese, I could walk for 1 hour in any direction. I'm not gonna get a chopped cheese.
That's crazy.
We might have like 2 spots that do it.
That's fucking
All
crazy.
we got though is that bomb ass Mexican food.
Yeah, I got the fire Mexican food out here.
Yeah, we got the real bomb Mexican food. Well, anyway, man, I'm real hyped to see where what these next few years of your career has.
Hell yeah.
Do you think the current sound of drill is going to change, or is it going to stay? You think it's just going to be like this for the next 5-6 years? This high beat or fast pace, I should say.
I can't say it's going to change, but it's definitely going to be different. Like it's going to be different, like drill, like different drill. It's like gonna be the hyper drill, and it's gonna be like a calmer drill. Like it's gonna be different sections, different categories of drill. Actually,
Okay,
I feel like
you don't see it going anywhere.
nah.
Hell yeah, I love that. You would know. I'm not.
We trying to
New York.
keeping this shit going.
Absolutely. Listen, when I first heard a drill,
A lot of
record,
people don't think. A lot of people thinking that for me it's not gonna be around for long, but the way we working, we gonna do some shit that a lot of people didn't expect for
Hell
the drill
yeah.
culture.
I love that, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna sound like an asshole right now, but when I first heard drill, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a quick phase.
Mm-hmm.
You know what my dumbass did? And I apologize to the people at Audible Treats. I didn't reply to an email to interview Ice Spice because I thought drill was gonna be in and out. Months later, we're talking, and I told my coworker, I'm like, yo, don't tell anybody that shit. But I was like, I really was asleep on the movement. I thought it was gonna be some quick shit. And then I go through my emails, and I'm like, boom, bro, Central C, Ice Spice. All these motherfuckers blew up and are dominating the charts. Well over a year now, and you guys are only bigger than where you were.
It's going to, it's on a whole nother level from where it was last year. That's why we just hoping every year it just gets bigger and bigger.
Listen, man, to anybody who was hating on, not hating, but anyone who was asleep on drill music like I was asleep, it is time to wake the fuck up. This shit,
Hell yeah, tap in.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
I don't think it is either.
At all.
For me, Ice Spice going crazy. She from the Bronx too. For me, she keeping it going for me. It's like if a person like that, I got that type of image, is keeping the drill culture going too, it's like, where's it really going to go? They got Central C, South UK. For me, they going crazy. That's UK drills, all types of, for me. It's like, it's a lot of mainstream people. You got Drake tapping in the drills, a lot of mainstream artists tapping in the drill too. So
absolutely,
you could tell it's doing something.
Yeah, and bro, Kenzo, my guy Kenzo Balla here said he got 2 projects. You're gonna come with 2 more projects this year.
Yeah, this year, hell yeah,
they're
for a fact.
already recorded.
One of the projects is already done, but the second one is almost done. It's on its way of being done.
Wow,
I like doing shit early.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to New York.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Dash, man. This shit is fire. It's
hey,
fire ass studio.
Bro. Thank you, bro. We take pride in bringing artists on our platform that we feel like are gonna be the next biggest thing. So we did Billie Eilish's first radio interview. Cardi B, one of her first, if not her first radio interview. Post Malone's first radio interview. I fucked up. I should have had Ice Spice's first radio interview. I'll take that L. I'll hold that L on my head.
Yeah, you're gonna hold that one.
But we got one in Kenzo's first. You know, I know you did the on the radar and everything. But I'm glad that we got you
here. That shit going crazy.
Now.
Shit about there like 250K in 2 weeks. On the freestyle.
And I love that you put the record out on Spotify.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Real smart of y'all. Right. Yeah, you definitely move calculated.
Yeah, we know we trying to calculate everything. We trying to move everything on the right pace and just keep this shit going and stay consistent and get bigger.
I love that, bro. Is there anybody you want to shout out before we're out of here?
Of course. Shout out my team. Shout out Buddy. Shout out Nico, man. Those my brothers. Shout out TG. Shout out Ray Baller. Shout out 50 to 7, man. You know what's up. Shout out all the guys. Free all my brothers. I miss y'all. Y'all know what's up. All the guys. We taking over this year, 2023. It's that year, man. It's the year of the baller, man. It's that drill type of year. We going crazy, man. Everybody tune in.
Y'all heard it here, man. It's the year of the fucking baller. You guys got? Is there any like a tag you guys use, like a sound y'all make or something you do with your hands I can learn?
One thing you could do all scream. From you gotta step in that shit to be like, ah! Just scream like, yo, give a fuck.
Ah! Like that? All right, hell yeah. My one. Kenzo Balla, Mr. Ready to Blitz, out here in LA. Tap the fuck in. He got a deluxe project.
Go crazy.
Listen, that shit will hold you down for like an hour and a half, and you're gonna have
be surprised when you hear it.
You're gonna have some kind of energy when you hear that shit. I was driving. Next thing I knew, I realized, I'm like, bro, I'm going like 75 right now, like on the road. You know what I mean?
Next thing you know, you at 100.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, you getting pulled over.
Exactly.
Be careful. You go crazy, man.
All right, everybody. This is your boy, Maiwan, Kenzo Balla. We're going to end this with a
And hit him with the woo. Got to hit him with the woo, too, man.
Hell yeah.